All right, guys. In this video, I am going to show you how to work your MyLab problem sets. All right, let me put up the student view. This is what you see. Remember, when you log into our course in Canvas, you're going to come to our homepage. To access your homework, you're going to scroll down here to the appropriate module. So keep in mind, this Access Pearson button, that's not to do your homework. It doesn't work. You'll just come to a blank screen and you won't be able to go anywhere. So that's only used for registering, and you guys did that in the Getting Started module. All right, so let's go to chapter 6, our first section, which is due on Monday. There's the MyLab problems right there. Keep in mind, I would probably review chapter 5 stuff before you jump into chapter 6. It'll make a lot more sense. But let's go ahead and open this up. I do have to leave the student view to do that because I've got a teacher account. But I'm going to open up that same thing, MyLab problems. All right, you don't need a password or anything. Everything's integrated into Canvas. She'll come to a screen that looks like this, hopefully. Okay. And, oh, I think I was just demoing here. Okay, so here's some problems for section 6.1. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've successfully completed 5 questions, 7 questions, and then these ones I got partial credit on, and you can see the partial credit there. Remember, you can redo these questions as many times as you like until you get full credit. All right. As long as you get them in, by the due date. Actually, let's see, for this class, you can turn them in late, full credit, but I wouldn't recommend that because we do have exams we have to prepare for too. All right, so let me jump in and let's take a look at some problems. Some of the questions are going to be like the first couple. These are more multiple choice type questions. In order to answer these, you can generally figure it out from the videos that you watch. But, for a small percentage, you might want to read the textbook too, or reach out to me for questions. These are multiple choice questions, and these are more conceptual types of questions. And I know, if I were taking the class, it was years ago, I'd probably just keep clicking until I got the right one. But keep in mind that you're going to want to learn this because I'm going to have questions like these on the exam. So make sure you understand, what you're doing here, okay, with these questions. All right, so let's jump to one where you have to actually fill something in. Okay, so you can see here, I've got the problem statement up on top. By the way, I can navigate to different questions here. Um, so I've got the problem statement up here. I've got a graph. I can use this to zoom in. Um, it looks like I've already completed this. You can see the answers I typed in. Let's do one that I have not completed. Here's one. It's another multiple choice. You can have a few of those, but not a lot, especially as we progress. You're going to have some ones where you got to type something in. So for this particular problem, we're looking for the position function for t greater than 0, given the velocity function and an initial condition. We talk about that in the videos. In any case, when you're writing in stuff, your keyboard doesn't contain some of the notation that you're going to need for this. So they've got these symbols down here. This is for exponents, that's for absolute value, nth root, subscript, and there's more there too. That's how you're going to enter some of the math notation that you're going to need. You can see down at the bottom on the far left, there's this button that says Ask My Instructor. If you click that button, what it'll do is it'll send me a copy of your specific question because everyone has different questions. And then you can ask me something about it. It'll send it to me. It'll send a copy of the question, including your comment, and then I'll respond. And I'll do that within a day during the work week. All right. I'm usually pretty fast. So, and I really enjoy these problems. So if you have a chance, go ahead and feel free to use it. Now, a lot of the problems are going to have other buttons there. For example, this one here. It's got a few different ones. It's got the Ask My Instructor button, but also has this View an Example button. The nice thing about this button is it puts up a problem that's very similar to the one that you're being asked. And if you click continue, it'll walk you through the argument. Now, there's a tendency to just, learn the process, not learn what's going on, but just do the process. You don't want to do that. Try and use these examples to learn what's going on. Everything comes from the video, so you might want to go back and rewatch that. Uh, but in general, just use this as kind of a tool for figuring out how to do this problem. By the way, the solutions that they write out, this is the quality of solution that I would like to see on your exams. I did write something about that on the syllabus, but these are logical arguments. See how the equal signs are lined up? You see how they're writing context to kind of explain what they're doing? That's an argument. I know maybe we've gotten used to just writing out a bunch of numbers, but the thing is that's not actually math. What you want to do is you want to write solid arguments with the numbers included, the notation. Someone taking this class should be able to clearly understand what you're doing step to step, and that's what this context does for us. All right, you click continue, kind of walk you through it, and then you can go back and you should have enough information to do the problem. All right, there's not really much else I can show you. It's pretty straightforward. However, I am offering extra credit if you're able to write your written work in a nice way, kind of like the view and example show there. And the instructions for that, like the requirements for that, are on the syllabus. So make sure you read that. And if you want to submit your written work, I think it's a great idea. It'll prepare you for the exams, and you'll have a bunch of problems to study come exam time, which I think you're going to want to have. Otherwise, you're not going to have anything to look at. So I strongly recommend you do that. All right. Okay. Good luck.